Hey everyone, welcome to your Universe Z, the place where we talk all about the Dragon Ball universe. Today we are going to go through all the moments where Goku showed an amazing deal of power. And if you would like to see more Dragon Ball content, please leave your like and subscribe to join our Universe Z. With its first manga page in 1984, Dragon Ball conquered the world and endures to this day with a massive amount of fans. With those scenes that include epic transformations, dangerous battles, and heroic moments spanning every arc that this series has had, it's easy to see why they all stand out so much. We know Dragon Ball is a modern classic, but do we remember what solidified it for us? Was it the moment when Goku turned into a Super Saiyan for the first time? Was it when he risked everything to fight Vegeta? Or could it even have been as recent as the new Broly movie? Dragon Ball's legacy is more than the sum of its parts, but the best moments that keep us coming back and are worth revisiting on their own. For every moment when our main character Goku really shines, we can witness scenes like no other. So in today's video, let's look back at some of the best moments of our beloved protagonist. The first scene we will talk about is the defeat of Omega Shenlong. What is arguably one of the most powerful attacks ever put on screen, the universal spirit bomb that Goku used to defeat Omega Shenlong is one of the most memorable scenes in Dragon Ball GT. With most of his allies defeated, his power drained, and on the verge of death itself, Goku calls upon the entire universe to help defeat the threat of Omega Shenlong. With the help of every being in existence, Goku saves the universe once again. This moment will live forever because of its massive scale, with all beings in the galaxy uniting against a common threat. After a series of trips from planet to planet across the galaxy, this was the ultimate reward. It is not strange that of all the great entries, Goku's arrival in Namek is definitely one of the best. After training in his gravity chamber for the upcoming fights, Goku makes his way through the blue grass world and begins to show the fruits of his labor. The Ginyu Force was the first to see the results, as Goku was ready to pay back 10 times the pain inflicted on Gohan. Rikum, Jis, and Berter never stood a chance. What always brings us back to this scene is that it is a good reminder of why we love Goku so much. We get the thrill of seeing how much stronger he has gotten after training, wondering how he will save his friends this time, and the excitement that we are about to see some more amazing and memorable fights. In another legendary scene, one of the only moves Goku created, the Dragon Fist Blast, became a powerful attack that was able to defeat enemies like Super Android 17. Power behind this punch summons a powerful dragon made of energy that pierces anything unfortunate enough to make contact. Move can be seen as an evolution of the move he used to defeat King Piccolo when his fist transformed into the image of an Uzuru instead of a dragon. Whenever he brings that in, it is sure to get good results. Goku used this move best in the Wrath of the Dragon to save Earth from the giant monster, Hirudgern, in what is definitely one of the film's most memorable moments. While the new, canonical Broly may be the highlight of one of the best Dragon Ball movies, his battle with Goku is what really solidified the hype at the time. The epic battle is notable because of its incredible animation, choreography, and new art style. When Broly arrives and immediately takes the battle to Vegeta, Goku is unable to keep his animation up much longer. When he is ready to go, he gives it his all. With this fight, we saw Dragon Ball come alive like never before, in a manner befitting the scale of this confrontation. When the two titans face each other, it is impossible to take your eyes off the screen. The most epic rivalry in all of anime begins with a bang as Goku and Vegeta fight for the first time. Goku fires his kamehameha wave, Vegeta responds in turn with his Gallic Gun lightning bolt. What makes this scene memorable is the fact that we have never seen anything of this magnitude, with so much power behind it. This is the moment when everyone realized that Dragon Ball Z was going to be something special, and they were right. From the long-standing rivalry of the Saiyans to the epic fights it brought, everything has its starting point, and this is the moment when their legendary partnership began. The fight with Piccolo was also one of the character's most memorable. When Goku was knocked down, he made one of the best fight finishing moves in Dragon Ball history to defeat the evil King Piccolo. The battle was intense, leaving Goku physically and emotionally scarred with the deaths of Kuririn, Tetsuo, and Master Kame, all defeated by Piccolo and his minions on their warpath. It seemed that the entire world was almost ready to bow under Piccolo's rule until Goku showed up. What makes his final victory so satisfying is how well deserved it is. With the protagonist facing such a threat for the first time, his victory was even more satisfying to witness. The measure of a true hero is how far he is willing to go for others, and Goku's sacrifice against Cell proved that he was the greatest hero on Earth. After surrendering in battle against Cell to give Gohan a chance to prove his power, everyone thought Android had been defeated, but Cell had one last desperate ploy, blowing himself up and taking the entire world with him. After a quick goodbye to his friends and Gohan, Goku stepped up his power to save the Earth once again, using his instant transmission to send Cell and himself far away. While it may not have been Goku's first sacrifice and had the unfortunate collateral damage of King Kai and his planet, this scene was the showcase of a truly heroic moment that placed Goku in the pantheon of all-time greats. The moment when Cell was finally defeated is DBZ's most iconic. With Goku gone, Ten Shinyan, Kuririn, Yamcha and Vegeta down, and Gohan in his final moments of glory, the demoralized hero fires one last desperate kamehameha to match Cell's mighty power. Just as he is about to give up, he senses Goku's spirit encouraging him, convincing Gohan to make one last push. With the help of a surprise attack from Vegeta, Gohan is able to find his mark and end Cell's terror once and for all. What stood out in this scene was the fact that despite being dead, Goku was still not giving up. He was still there to give Gohan the encouragement he needed to do what he couldn't and surpass him as Guardian of the Earth. One of the most iconic transformation moments in anime history was, without a doubt, the first time Goku reaches Super Saiyan. We had never seen anything like it before, and after hearing so much about the legend of Vegeta and Frieza, we finally got to see it for ourselves, and it was definitely delivered in the most deserved and epic way possible. The lightning and energy falling, the music rumbling in the background, and Goku moving in and out of his new state made this scene remarkable like no other. There may have been many transformations after that, but the explosion of anger in Namekusei will always be unique and will live on as the biggest surprise we have ever seen in all of Dragon Ball Z. Victory that turned Goku into the World Martial Arts Tournament champion after years of failed attempts, as well as saving the world from Piccolo as well, was remarkable in its own right. FT was an epic battle that gave us moments like Piccolo turning giant, Goku freeing Kami, the arena itself being destroyed, and Goku being tortured. The moment that stood out the most in this epic fight has to be, without a doubt, the end of this battle. When everyone thought all was lost and Goku had been vaporized, Piccolo declared his victory, unaware that right behind him Goku had developed the ability to fly, eliminating Piccolo and securing victory. The sweet victory that Goku worked so hard to achieve is what makes us reminisce about that nostalgic scene with joy. It may not have been the first transformation, but Goku's transformation in SS3 was extremely memorable throughout Dragon Ball 2. After training for years in the other world, Goku was back with a new form that was ready to take back the spotlight for a long time to come. The Super Saiyan 3 transformation was one that the whole world could feel the energy emanating. Sky shook and the earth trembled as Goku screamed. His hair grew out, his eyebrows disappeared, and his strength absolutely exploded. The entire 7-minute-long scene was epic in every second of it. Just hearing someone scream for so long makes this scene one that we can always look back on in awe. The first truly hype moment of Dragon Ball Super was during the Universe 6 vs Universe 7 tournament. Goku's battle against Hit came to a standstill, literally, as Hit made good use of his special technique, giving him the ability to stop time. It seemed to be over for Goku, until he surpassed his limits, once again like never before, and combined his Super Saiyan Blue and Kaio-ken technique to put himself on the same level. The huge surprise that came out of nowhere is what makes us appreciate this scene so much. We hadn't seen Kaio-ken in years and forgot that it could be so amazing to see on screen again. So when Goku pulled him in to combine him with his stronger form, it stood out. The battle that broke time itself was one of Dragon Ball's best surprises. The final fight against the unstoppable Jiren had one epic moment after another. What is arguably one of the best fights in the series, the scene that stands out the most is Goku mastering his superior instinct. We were all surprised when the incomplete version first appeared, and no one could have imagined that more was coming after the form displayed so much. At the last second, Goku was able to use the technique to its fullest extent in a transformation that caused the gods, angels, and even Zeno to be surprised. However, no one was more amazed than the viewers at home watching, just showing how epic this scene was. At the time, the internet and the people who were watching went wild in a way that only Dragon Ball could provide. One of Goku's most memorable moments in Dragon Ball Z was the instant transmission of the Kamehameha. During the battle against Cell in their tournament, Goku did an all-or-nothing combo that shocked even his friends and allies watching, worried that he might destroy the Earth itself with an explosion of such intensity aimed downward. No one could imagine what Goku was thinking as he charged his attack into the air. The protagonist then uses his teleportation to approach Cell, firing his power and reducing him to nothing but a pair of legs. It wasn't enough to finish him off, but that move was forever ingrained in the hearts and minds of the fans at the time. Last but not the least impactful, we can easily name and possibly the best moment in DBZ history. This scene, which was a great display of skill, speed, power and style, was Goku's crowning move in the Tournament of Power battle against Kefla. CS Kefla fires her final attack, devastating the arena. Goku in his Ultra Instinct form shows the ultimate power move. Dodging every attack that comes his way, he leaps over the energy blast, uses his own attack to surf through it, and hits Kefla at point-blank range, eliminating the mighty warrior in one fell swoop. The sheer amount of power, the great surprise, and how genius this scene is has become by far one of the most epic and memorable in the entire Dragon Ball saga. But of course Dragon Ball still has an exorbitant amount of memorable scenes that have not been mentioned here, and we want you to leave in the comments the one that was left out of this video. Also, please comment on which one is your favorite and why. That's it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions for videos, don't forget to comment here below, because I'll be reading all of them as I always do. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content from your Universe Z.